Stop in the name of the law. Hey guys, guess what? It's the fucking Robocop review. You guys have been waiting for this shit. Oh, better turn that off before YouTube sends Robocop on me. Hey guys, guess what? 2 years of waiting has paid off because here is me. Come on, who doesn't want more of me? I can't even get enough of me. Because you guys have been fucking begging me to make this video for a very long time. But here it is. The best movie of the shitty year of 2014. Feels good. Feels good to get that out. I'm one of the people who says 2014 was like the shittiest year of all. Fuck the rest of the years. This shit was the shittiest. Movies sucked. Games sucked. Music videos, oh god, they were awful. The year of the ass, some people like at Machinima would say. But that's not. No one fucking cares about that shit. People want to see Robocop. Apparently, the box office would disagree. Why? I don't know why. People pay to see Ouija. Yeah, that deserves a pause. Have you seen that fucking movie? It's like getting your wrist slit open. It's that awful. It's like getting a drill to the eye. It's slow torture. But this movie paid off for me. It was almost as great as the original, I might say. Oh no, he's wrong. The original is a masterpiece. That it is. But this movie, it matches it, but it's not as good. It's like that. Eh, it's not as good as the original. The original is that much better. Even though I just said it was better than the original. I was stupid. Forget it. This movie, number one on my list of top fucking 10 movies of 2014. It was amazing. You guys, you've been requesting this, so here it is. Even though I said that 3 times already. Maybe 2, I don't care. This movie had amazing acting. Samuel L. Jackson, come on, dude. When has Samuel L. Jackson ever, like, sucked? He's Samuel L. Jackson. Gary Oldman? Gary Oldman. He can make Call of Duty Black Ops look like the shining gem in the shitty Black Ops or Call of Duty franchise. Call of Duty sucks? What? You must not be a true gamer. What? The people who like reside to Call of Duty are people who have probably never played any other game in their life. Like FIFA or whatever that shit's called. I forget video games. Video games suck. And then there's Michael Keaton, the Batman himself. Must any other words be spoken about him? Sure, he's probably not made the greatest career choices of his life so far. He has been like since Birdman. That was like 10 days ago. Forget it. This movie, Joel Kinnaman. Yes, yes, man. You get my undying support as RoboCop if there is a sequel to this gem. Please let there be. Who's the director of this movie? I forgot. Forget it. This movie needs a sequel. It's that good. Even though the box office would disagree, fuck you. Companies, listen. If you want to get money, sometimes you gotta lose money. It's the thing. You guys gotta lose money. And this movie, RoboCop 2, it has to be made with Robocane. But please don't make him like a scrap tank like he was in the original second RoboCop. That was a weird design. It was just like metal just shoved into like other pieces of metal and like, here, have this fucking robot. Because God knows, RoboCop this 2 has potential to be 10 times better than the second RoboCop, even though that had a better theme. Yeah, I said it. RoboCop 2 had a better theme than the first RoboCop. Sue me. Uber fans of the 80s, even though they're probably all dead. Uber fans of the 80s, they're probably like 25-year-old dudes. I'm not kidding. I've met 25-year-old dudes who said, "Oh, I wasn't in the 80s, but I know more about 80s than people who were fucking from the 80s." I don't know. That's not how it exactly works. But that's their own opinion. Come on, dude. Don't send the hate comments, please. Pretty please with sugar on top. So, Port Clinton, here's your review of Robocop, even though I just gave away part 1, the acting. It's amazing. Part 2, the script. Yes, thousands of pardons for me thinking this movie would be shitty. Robocop. Yes, I just mentioned Robocop as a being from space who's probably watching down with his taser gun saying, you better make this movie look good. The one who I have sent down to review this movie because it's so good. Yes, it's really good. But wait a minute. There's some bad parts. What movie isn't without its flaws? Okay, a couple of movies without its flaws, but this had flaws. That really shitty fucking scene where he's like killing people in infrared, that was extremely stupid and poorly shot. I probably could have made a fucking better fight scene. Just give me some money and Joel Kinnaman and some extras and a gun and actually a lot of guns. Actually, it sounds a lot harder than I thought. Forget it. But that is paid off for in the next fight scene, the Ed 209 fight scene. Arguably, in my opinion, better than the first Robocop fight scene with the first Ed 209 where he beat it by fucking knocking it down the stairs. Don't lie, that was hilarious. People have seen Robocop. It was fucking hilarious, even though it screamed for some reason. It's a robot, not a lion, but fuck it. Next. No, I curse you, Khan. In the name of fucking Star Trek, I curse you for making me drop my device. Forget it. I said that like 12 times so far. But forget it. Robocop had amazing acting, good fight scenes, because heaven forbid an action movie doesn't have a good fight scene. 3 out of my 4-part review. Actually, I don't know how many fucking parts I'm gonna make this, but 3 was it was actually not the best. It was sort of the soundtrack. Ugh, didn't feel good. Didn't feel good. Oh yeah, and that guy who played Rorschach on this, nice man. I would not pick anyone for any other role. That was fucking perfect. Thank you. If you're watching this somehow miraculously, this video gets like 1,000,000 hits somehow miraculously. I just repeated myself. I don't stutter, by the way. But this movie, please. I've said this so fucking many times. Watch this. Even if you don't want to watch this. Robocop needs to be watched. The box office. He did not have the best box office ever. And that shithole Rotten Tomatoes site. When have they ever like given a movie that's not like Oscar bait a good review? Think about that. Just saying. I wouldn't choose a site where fucking 100 people review a movie. Someone's bound to fucking let in somebody who's just a snobby asshole and doesn't want it. He's like, oh, my girlfriend just broke up with me. I'm losing my fucking fingernails. I just want to go home and take my paycheck and watch porn. People like that on Rotten Tomatoes, because I'm pretty sure people like that exist on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't believe in Rotten Tomatoes, like at all. Sure, some of them are pretty hilarious to watch, like the Jaws Rotten Tomatoes review. What is that, like a 1 or 0 or something? I don't fucking care. But forget Rotten Tomatoes. Look at me. I do not lie when I tell you this movie's good. But that's my own opinion, so you can take it with a grain of salt, or a grain of cocaine, or whatever you prefer. I don't fucking know, I'm not a Colombian drug lord. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I said Colombian drug lord. Don't sue me, YouTube, please. But then there's the fourth part of my review. 4. It is the scenes. Wait, did I say that right? Fuck. I don't think I said it right. It's fuck, it's the movie itself. Do I need to say any more? Keegan, Kenny, Angelo. Do I need to say any more? Oh, and Jordan. Because this is basically who the review is for. If this somehow becomes like a big million hitter on popular on YouTube. Hi. But you guys, please, I have begged you to watch this movie, but somehow you manage to keep telling people how stupid I look whenever I praise this movie. I don't look stupid. People just call Robocop a tin can and I want to get a razor and chop off their toes and stitch them back on to their fingers. Oop, went into the Joker dark place. Should never go into the Joker dark place. That's the worst. But miraculously, I actually went into this movie thinking it would be the shittiest movie of 2014 because, heaven forbid, January becomes a good year for movies that aren't hilarious. I find all the movies that come out in January hilarious. They suck. But that doesn't matter. I'm sorry, Robocop. The creators of Robocop, Joel Kinnaman, who did a fucking fantastic performance as Robocop. Sorry, I had to let that off because he did. This movie deserves money. Money. Give it money. It's a good movie. Please. People in Port Clinton, because I know Keegan and Kenny are going to share this. And Angela. They're going to share this with people. I know they're watching. Hi. Watch this movie. Stop making fucking fun of me for watching this all the time. I've watched it like 26 times. Please watch it. This review's been like 11 minutes long of me just praising a movie. You guys give a Ouija a fucking, like, 2 thumbs up? I saw it. And I hated myself. Please, don't do it. Considering the fact that, like, most people aren't reviewers like me, I'm a born reviewer, give, like, some movies that have, a lot of jump scares in it, like, 10s out of 10s for some reason. I don't know. I don't think they've ever seen, like, Good Will Hunting. Or, I'm sorry, I thought of fucking Foster Son for Imaginary Friends. I mean, Good Will Hunting. That's a good fucking movie. Oh my god. Ooh, it's good. Better than Robocop. Oh, I thought he was gonna shoot me. Sorry. Robocop doesn't exist anymore. God, I sound like a fucking moron, I bet. Please watch the movie. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Best movie of the garbage 2014. Yes. Please. Please. Actually, I'm gonna fucking go on as long as I can talking about how good this movie is. Joel Kinnaman, thank you for delivering a better performance than the guy from RoboCop 3. It sounds a little rude because the guy who played in RoboCop and RoboCop 3, he was not a good RoboCop. Holy shit. Peter Weller though, my god, dude. I probably shouldn't call him dude because he's a genius and he might think I'm a moron and I don't want my idol to think I'm a moron. Sir, that's much better. Sir, you are the definitive RoboCop. Thank you so much. If this fucking video somehow miraculously sees your glorious eyes, your RoboCop eyes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and Samuel L. Jackson, never stop being yourself, man. Oh, yes. Oh, and by the way, for people who love boobs in movies, there's a really hot scene from, what's her name? I think it's Abigail Weller or some shit. I don't know. Abigail something. She she did a good job as RoboCop's wife. Actually, a really good job. I just wish their relationship was more like, you know, a little more searched. But if they have sequels to this movie, which I hope to God they do, yes, that would be my first choice. Her. Thank you. Thank you, RoboCop. Someone take my picture. Joel Kinnaman, if I could ever meet you, man, that would be like a fanboy dream come true. Some people would wish they're seeing Mark Hamill. I want to see freaking Joel Kinnaman. That was a good RoboCop performance. Actually, I'd prefer to see the guys who made the original RoboCop. Thanks. Watch this movie.